Hi, this is Chuck. Welcome to our video question of the week. This week's question is about MNEC systems, Mass Notification Emergency Communication Systems. And the question really is about determining when a building official is going to start enforcing which version of the code cycle. So the big question I get a lot is how do you find out what NFPA code that your community or municipality or people in your market area are using. So what I suggest we do is to, first of all, is to determine who the AHJs are, the authority having jurisdiction in your area. And they're typically fire marshals or building administrators, people like that work for the city or county or state. And ask them about, which cycle of the NFPA, and I would go right to Chapter 72 of the NFPA, ask them what code cycle they're on and when they expect to be on to the next one. And by doing that, you'll kind of get a handle on, how often they update that and how often they get their training that enables them to do that. So a lot of people will respond with, we don't use NFPA 72, we use the IBC, which is the International Building Code. But generally, we find that, say for example, if they're on the 2006 IBC, that generally relates to NFPA 72. The IBC has adopted NFPA 72 for most of its technical specifications and stuff. So ask them about that, and then also ask them about the NFPA 101. That's the occupancy code. Ask them about that as well as to what cycle they're on in that. Now, the reason that you're asking primarily is to find out when they're going to adopt the 2010 code. And if you remember, the 2010 code, that had the most sweeping changes of any code cycle that we've ever seen. That's where we start looking at audio intelligibility and some of the circuitry and things that are much, much different than the 2007 version. So when you ask this and they have questions, point them to our website, the www.mnec.org website, and you can use that yourself to kind of keep up on where we're at with all the training and white papers that are out, things of that nature. So remember that there's a huge potential for business when they're about to adopt the 2010 code. You can start talking to architects and engineers in your area and consultants and making sure that they're using the latest and greatest as far as the NFPA code, and then that brings with it a whole lot of built-in business opportunities for you as well. So, and one other thing, the UL 2572, which is a Underwriters Laboratory endorsement. It's a standard, it's a certification they put on product. That is now out too. So UL 2572 is important, and that too can be found on the website. So keep checking back with that regularly, and you'll find out a lot of information. And again, it's a huge business opportunity. So we hope that you're staying abreast of all that. So anyway, thanks for the question.